So guys, welcome to the implementation part of previous video where we had explained you the theory part for operators in Python. So let's begin with arithmetic operators. So over here, I'm taking two variables. First a is equal to 1, I'm storing one value into it, and I'm taking variable b and I'm storing two value into it. Firstly, I'm doing the sum of both the values and I'm writing print a plus b, that it is returning the sum. Then I'm writing print a minus b, it is returning the difference. Then I'm writing a asterisk b, which will return the which will do the multiplication operation, and then after that I'm writing print a divided by b, and I'm using forward slash for division. Then I'm writing a double asterisk b, and I'm raising a to the power of b. Then I'm writing print a double slash b, which will do the floor division operation. Then I'm writing print a modulus b, which will return the remainder. So now let's run these operations and see what happens. Okay, so as you can see, when 1 is added to 2, it will return 3. Then after subtracting 2 from 1, it will return -1. And after doing the multiplication, the answer would be 2. Then after dividing 1 by 2, it will return zero point 0.5, that is a float. Then it will raise 1 to the power of 2 and it will return 1. Then it will do floor division and it will return 0. And after that it will return the remainder when 1 is divided by 2, and the remainder is 1. So that was all about arithmetic operations. Let's move to comparison operators. So guys, here's the part for the comparison operators. So I'm over here I'm using different comparison operators to compare the values of a and b. A is equal to 1 and b is equal to 2. Then the first print statement says a double equal to b. That means it will compare the values of a and b, and it will print the result true if the two values are equal and false if the two values are not equal. Then it will then the second print statement says a not equal to b, and it will print true if this condition fulfills, and false for the counter condition. Then I'm writing print a less than b, then a greater than b, then a less than equal to b, and a greater than equal to b. So these are all different conditions, and these are basically comparing the values of two variables, and it will be giving answer in the form of true or false. So let's run and see what happens. So for the first condition, a double equals to b, it's returning false, as a is 1 and b is 2, so they are not equal. Then for a not equal to b, it is returning true, as they are not equal. Then for a less than b, it is returning true, as 1 is less than 2. Then for a greater than b, it is returning false, as 2 is greater than 1, and vice versa is not possible. Then a less than equal to b, it is returning true, and a greater than is equal to b, that's also that's false. So that was all about comparison operators, and let's move to next section. So guys, there's the implementation part for the logical operators. So in logical operations, what it is doing is it is combining two or three conditions and printing the result as true or false. The condition is true, then true. If the condition comes out to be false, then false. So let's begin. So I'm taking a variable a and I'm storing value 9 into it. Then the first print statement says a less than a less than 5 or a less than 10. So if this condition, if both the condition, if one of the conditions out of these two is true, then the answer would be true. And next print statement says a less than 5 and a less than 10. So in this case, and operator is used, and it will only return true if both these conditions are true, otherwise false. Then the third statement says not, and in the bracket I am writing a less than 5 and a less than 10. So in the previous statement, and operator was used, and in the next print statement, not is being used. So whatever the answer was of the interpreter in the last statement, it is reversing that answer. It is actually doing the complement operation. So let's begin. So let's run it. See, in the first print statement, it was doing a less than 5. It was checking a less than 5. Then it was checking if a is less than 10. And if one of the conditions is true, then it is printing true. And over here, both the conditions were true, so the answer is true. In the next print statement, it was checking a less than 5, and at the same time, it was checking a less than 10. And if both these conditions are true, then only it will print true, otherwise false. So as a is equal to as a was 9 and it is not less than 5. So one of the conditions comes out to be false, therefore the answer comes false. Then in the third print statement, it is printing not a less than 5 and a less than 10. So first it will check a less than 5 and it will check a less than 10, and one of these conditions is false and the reverse of this is true. So that's why it is printing true. So that was all about logical operations. Now over to
So guys, here we have the assignment operators. In the assignment operators, we assign the values to a particular variable. As you can see that we have a variable a, and we have assigning the one value to the variable a, and after that we are printing that variable. Then we have the add and operator. We are using the add and operator to the variable a, and guys, if I am writing the alternative of this a plus equals to a is equal to a is equals to a plus 1. This is the alternative of the add and operator. So then we are printing the add and operator, the variable. Then we have the subtract add operator. Then we have the multiply add operator, then we have the division add operator, and these all are working like this. Like a minus is equals to 1 is similar to the a equals to a minus 1. Then a multiply equals to 2 is equal to the a equals to a multiply by 2, and a divided by equals to 2 is equals to a divided by 2. Let's run this program. So here you can see that we are printing the value of the variable a, which is the 1. Then we are using the add and operator, and we are adding the value 1 by 1, and storing the value to the variable a. So here you can see that this value is 2. Then we are subtracting it. Then here you can see that the value is 1. Then after multiplying it 1, we get the value of 2, and after dividing it we get the value of the 1. So guys, that's all about for the assignment operators. Now let's move on to the bitwise operators. So guys, here we have the bitwise operators. So as you know that bitwise operators work upon the bits and not on the integers. But in the Python, you can see that I have taken a value 4, which is assigning to the variable a, and the value 6, which is assigning to the variable b. The 4 is equivalent to 100 in binary, and 6 is equivalent to 110 in binary. Now we are using the AND, OR, XOR, and NOT operators uh, to perform the certain operations on the A and B variable. Now we are printing A and B, which means uh, in the Python it will give you result in the integer form, but in the processing part it will process on the bits of them. Like we have the bits 100 for the 4 and 110 for the 6, and then by using the AND operator, there is a truth table of AND, OR, and NOT, and XOR, which are going to be discussed in the next video. So don't get me confused, guys. We will tell you about that in the later video. So by using the AND operator and the AND truth table, we get the value 0100, which is the value 4. Then in the OR, we use the OR truth table and we get the value 1010. Then we have the value XOR, operator XOR, then we get the value 010, and then we have the NOT operator, which by which we can get the value of minus and 101. Basically it reverse all of the digits and also the signs, like it convert the positive sign into the negative sign. So now let's run this program. As you can see here, it will gives the 4, which is the equivalent to 0100. Then it will give the 6, which is equivalent to 1010. Then it will give the 2, which is equivalent to 010, and then it will give the minus 5, which is equivalent to minus 100, which is 101. That is all about for the bitwise operators. Now let's move on to the identity and the membership operators. So guys, here we have the identity operators and the membership operators. So I have taken a variable a and assigning the value 1, then the variable b and assigning the value 2, then I have taken a list L and assigning the value 1 and 3. Now let's run this program. So in this statement here, you can see that a is b, and it gives the value false, which means that the memory location of a and the memory location of b is not equal. Then a is not b, which means that in this print statement we have given the value true, which means that the memory location of a is not equal to b, and that's true. Then we have the membership operators. We are using the in operator as we are checking that a is present in the list L or not. So here you can see that 1 is present in the list L, so it gives the true. And where B is not present in the list L, there are only 1 and 3 and not 2 is there, so it will give the false. So that's all about the implementation part. Thank you guys.
Hi guys, I'm Jeet, and thanks a lot for being part of this video. And if you're liking videos, you can give some suggestions in the comment section. And if you're facing any doubts, you can mail us at the email ID mentioned in the about section. And in the next video, we'll be explaining you about the conditional statements and all of that. So yeah, keep liking our videos, keep watching them, keep subscribing, and till then, stay cool, man.